And I just think the two as a comparison work really well. And I think where we're going to in the future is something very similar. And it's a point I'm going to make again in a moment around leadership. I look at leadership in the future and I think if we start to think about AI and the impact of AI, then let's use this just as one example, right? The example would be for me, right? What if people management is stripped out altogether because AI does it for us, right? So you imagine managers spend a lot of time doing performance management, setting goals. They'll do the check-ins, they'll then do the coaching, and then there's the year end. So it's a whole process. So what if, and let's just give it a name, we'll call it Charlie, right? Charlie's the AI and it does it right across the organization, right? And that's taken out and you don't then need to do any people management. That means everybody's an individual contributor. What does that start to look like? Because hierarchy has been flattened. That starts to look like the hive. So then leadership, and we know, if you're an individual contributor, then the way that you act as a leader and the way that you influence within an organization is different to maybe a people manager. So I look at that and I think potentially that's where we might be going in the future. And it was interesting because I was talking to a company who was specialized in performance management. And we were talking about, flipping it. They were talking about flipping it so it becomes more employee led. And I said, oh, right. Okay. So are you actually now on the verge of, creating the system where we don't have to do performance management? And the guy actually looked at me as if to say, oh, we haven't thought of that. And I was thinking that's where they were going, right? Because that's where I see the future potentially.